We are back. 2 rooms you want to redecorate in your house. The kitchen is the #1 place that you'll go to redecorate. The bathroom is the 2nd most popular. We're here to tell you, Tanya Memme is here to tell us, don't rip out the old tile just yet. There are options if you don't like that
tile, the ugly tile. I know.
So we're going to talk a little bit about that. You say we can paint this stuff?
You actually can. I didn't know that there was a specific paint available. This was inspired by a personal friend of mine, Rebecca, and it's called Tough as Tile by Homax, and it's actually a paint that is specifically for porcelain and sinks, tiles, tubs, that kind of thing. And I really didn't know it existed, which I was embarrassed to say that I didn't know it existed until she told me about it.
I didn't know it existed. You can get this in your paint store, your home improvement store? Is it a special? Okay.
Home improvement store.
Is it difficult to paint the tile? I mean, is it just putting this stuff on and away you go? Is it, are there...
It's not difficult, but what I really, really need to stress is follow the directions. So when you buy it in the store, it's actually sold in a box, and in the box there's a whole pamphlet with directions. Okay, I'm going to go through it with you, but
you know we don't read instructions.
But you, I know you don't.
To directions either, or read a map. We just go.
It's not good in this case, Bob.
Okay.
It's not good.
Using this indoors, because I see you have some safety items here. Can you use this indoor? Because you have to.
You can, as long as the room is well ventilate your room. Make sure the windows are open. Make sure there's a fan running, something like that. But I wanted to show you this. This is sort of a great example of what my dorm room used to look like. The bathroom tiles in my dorm room.
Wow.
When I went to school in New York. So
college kids.
Right? And you know, at the time they didn't have this kind of paint available, but I wish that they did. So this is the before. Isn't it gorgeous?
Whoa.
Have you ever had these days?
Well, mine, you couldn't tell it was tile. It was moving, and it was really disgusting in college.
Yes.
#1 mistake that people do make when they're doing this sort of project is not following instructions?
Yeah, I would say because, and not letting it cure long enough. So in the instructions, well, in the instructions it says to have it cure for 72 hours. Personally, I would have it cure for about a week to 10 days. And I know
what
that
am I
sounds like
supposed to do in the meantime? Use the hose outside? Or do we
use the hose outside, do whatever. No, just instead of taking a super hot shower, take a warm shower. But let's start from the beginning, because like the first step, how we're going to do this, right?
This is what, prepping it?
This is prepping it. So I actually have some B-roll. I'm going to show you what I did earlier today of prepping it. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is make sure that it's totally clean. We're going to sand it down, sand, sand, sand. It says to use
steel wool?
Steel wool, but I decided to use sandpaper. It works better. And you want to wash it off with glass cleaner, ceramic cleaner, and you want to repeat this process 3 times.
You may actually find the better looking tile underneath when you start cleaning.
Yeah, you never know what you're gonna
you'd be
find,
like,
right?
I had no idea it was white.
And see, here you are. It's worth it to put in the time. Just see how they're getting all a little scuffed up. You want to get all the edges, all the corners, all the grouting. You want to really, really rough it up. This is a little application that you can use to fill in the cracks and nooks. If you chipped a bit of your tile, it kind of fills it in a bit so that it gives it that smooth, glorious finish that we're looking for.
All right. Now, is there special techniques for how you put it on and actually applying it?
Well, there is, yeah. I don't know how much painting you've done a lot of painting in your life.
I have, but you know.
Okay, so here this has been obviously scratched up. It's been cleaned, scratched up, cleaned 3 times. What you want to do, it looks good, right?
Yeah.
Well, it looks bad, but it looks good.
Yeah, you want to have that, I guess, for it to...
Yeah, so you want to start at the top, and you want to go in one direction. Now you need to put on 2 coats, okay? So your first coat might not look perfect. It's not going to look perfect, but you just want to keep going in one direction.
I'm surprised how much that white covers the black. I thought for sure you'd need like 5 or 6 coats just to cover that. Colors popular for bathrooms now would be?
I would say blues and silvers and golds and mixing them. Like I love blue bathrooms right now. Blue bedrooms are so the rage as well. So an ensuite bathroom, you might want to have a different shade. But yeah, I would say that mixed in with metallics is kind of the in right now.
So we would put this on, we would let this cure for, they said 72, you suggested a week?
Well, this is the thing. For the first coat, you put on your first coat, as it says in the directions, you want to let it dry between 2 to 4 hours, but not over 4. After between 2 and 4 hours, you can put on a second coat.
Oh.
Okay, then you have to let it cure.
Okay.
So it sounds,
I mean, this looks fantastic, but you really want to follow the instructions and get it right.
Yes, and I would let it cure for a lot longer than what they say. I'm just talking out of experience and what I've used, what I've done with this paint.
All right, so how do you, now that this is on, I know that this is not the original tiles, but how does it hold up when you're cleaning and you're in trying to
when you want to clean
restore
it, right?
the whiteness, in my case?
Well, I would probably, just for regular maintenance, you can use any kind of glass cleaner or something like that. You just don't want to use anything that has an abrasive in it. You don't want to use Comet or anything that has like
that could
scratchy in it.
So
yeah,
you
really want to take care of it.
Could you go back in and do touch-ups later on then?
Yes, I would suggest. You'll know when to do the touch-ups.
Yeah.
I would suggest you're probably going to have to do it in about 3 years.
All right.
Just go back in and touch it up.
Is this the finished one that you had down
yes,
here? Let's
it takes
take
a little while because it's very gooey and it's heavy.
Sure.
And this is the finished
product.
product.
Did you get any on you? No, you're good. Oh, wow, look. This was just 2 coats
there you go.
on here?
This was 2 coats, and it's been drying for 72 hours, and check it out, it's pretty good. It covered, it's amazing how well it covered the black.
Wow, fantastic. Love it, love it, love it.
Thanks, Mark.
All right, don't fret over that bad tile in your bathroom anymore. Complete to how-to on our Pinterest page, pinterest.com/Home and Family TV. We would like you to follow Tanya on her Twitter at Tanya_Memme.
Asking questions.
Yeah, when we come back, Kim Douglas is here. She's got a stain removal tip for you. Paper towel, paper towel.